Hello, friends, and welcome to Quilting on Caffeine Live. I know, very different way to do Vlogmas, but I'm going to give it a whirl here. If all goes well, I can just take this recording and upload it as day 10. So let's catch up a little. It is December 10th, 2024, which means Vlogmas day 10, and the day escaped from me. I don't even know what happened. I do owe you a weekend roundup and Monday, but let me tell you what's been going on. We have had expected, unexpected heating repairs that require a bunch of repiping and zoning and all sorts of stuff. So yesterday and today, the majority of my time has been sitting in the den with the dogs, trying to keep them from losing their minds every 2 seconds whenever they hear a bang or a hiss or whatever. Meanwhile, my husband is in an adjoining room working, so it's been a balance of chaos. Add in that, as I've mentioned, I recently started a new job. Hi from Seattle. I love it. I started a new job. That distracted me because now all I want to talk about is Taylor Swift. But I started a new job. I very much underestimated how hard a new job was going to be while balancing crafty pursuits, especially when it's Vlogmas time. Now, I am not at all sad that I decided to pick up this job when I did. It's been a wonderful time to start in real estate because it's a slower season, but there's still a lot going on. So you can kind of ramp up and learn before like busy season hits. So that's been overall, like, I love it, and I can go down these deep rabbit holes and like explore all these tools that I have to use in this. But then all of a sudden I'm like, how did I get to be like school pickup time? And I've done nothing. So it's good, but it's also, I need to learn how to monitor my time a little bit better. So I'm working on that as well. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. We're not talking about heating. We're not talking about work because those are not festive or fun. Well, work is actually pretty fun, but it's not festive. Although, that's another story. Let's start talking about crafty pursuits. So, I have progress on my Advent socks. We're going to see if this works. Can the camera focus on that? Or do I need to switch to the other camera? We're going to switch to the other camera. Okay. Less resolution, but I think you guys can actually see the sock better. So I have about 14 or 15 stripes here, and most importantly, I have a heel. I'm so excited about the heel. So you can see how they're starting to come out. And not only do I have a heel, I have two heels. So this doesn't have as many stripes, but you can start to see. I love that explosion of color too. It's so pretty. When I opened it, I was like, ooh, this is very bright. And I wasn't quite sure how I was going to feel about it, but like from afar, look at how cute those look. So you can kind of see I am starting to whittle down this little ball. But I think these are going to be a pretty decent height of socks. I'm like super excited about that. Okay. So I'm staying on top of that project. Feeling psyched about it. Then we're going to go down to needlepoint. I hooked. So over the weekend, part of the reason I didn't actually get anything posted was it was a long, crazy fun, festive, bonkers weekend. By the time I got home on Saturday night, I was wiped out. I think we left here around 7:15, 7:30 in the morning. I volunteered at the skating club all day, and we got home around 6:30 at night. And I could do no more. So crashed pretty hard. And then Sunday I woke up, set an alarm and woke up for a finishing class for needlepoint. So, you guys, I'm so obsessed with how this came out, and it's not my style. Like, well, the needlepoint picture is my style. Oh, we're gonna have to switch cameras again. Okay. Look. Gosh, I hope this is in your screen. It's in my screen. So this was the little pumpkin needlepoint that I was working on during Vlogmas. And I learned how to make my own cording. Can you guys see that okay? It's kind of... And I was able to... I'm very confused because it's reverse. So I'm pointing one way and my finger's actually pointing the opposite way. So I'm still learning directions in reverse here. This is from the Unruly line. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on this artist? It's late. It's a Ruby Star fabric, and I love this print, and I felt like it really complemented both this pattern and this cording. So I learned how to make this cording, which I didn't know you could actually do. And I love how this came out. I love it. Like, look at this. I feel like the light's a little bit better this way. Yeah, maybe. So the only thing I want to do, and it doesn't matter if it's blurry because it's not there yet, is I want to finish it off with a wooden bead right here. Now, I went to Michael's because we had to pick something up at Dick's Sporting Goods for my older kid. And I went into Michael's, which is like catty corner to Dick's. I can't find a wooden bead that will actually fit over the cording. It's really not wanting to focus on me. What if I did that? The joys of being live. So, I don't know what to do. I'll have to like dig into this because in my head it's like a walnut bead that I'm just going to be able to put there, and I think it will complement everything really nicely. I'm getting such sweet comments. Thank you. I needed that today. And then the other thing I did not get to start this one, but I now know how to finish him. So I'm super excited. I'm also super excited. Like, this is one of my favorite prints ever, this fabric. So I feel like I'm taking a new craft and I'm mirroring it with something I already love. And together it just makes me so happy. And then I have an escaped thread. I started stitching this guy up. You can kind of see. So I just have the sky so far. Just a little bit of sky left, and then I can start on the buildings. And even though it's just a continental stitch for this one, I think I might, like, I definitely want to do like little French knots for the snowflakes because I think that it will give it a layer of dimension. I think. And I think that I might even want to do some fun stitches for the buildings. And if I don't do fun stitches for the buildings, I might do like fun greenery or something. I don't know. I'm like itching to play with stitches for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but I am. And then the other thing that while I have it here, just because people were so excited about this at the finishing class, and I was just like, I I didn't think that this was going to get such reviews. So I showed up to my finishing class. Let me get the box together. With this. Let's see. Can we see that? Yes. And can we see that it is from the Simply Tidy line at Michael's? I hope so. So what it was basically... Hi, I'm unloading my whole box while I am live on YouTube with you. Okay. It was basically a snapping box. Plain. Grab that. Happened to have these little dividers from Simply Tidy that I was using in one of the rolling carts that I have from them to store... I don't even remember what I was storing in there. Something like paper, pens, and pencils, and stationery supplies. But if you can see, they kind of fit nicely in the bin. I mean, yes, I still have some room. I could squeeze in a fourth one. I did try to do that, but it just started to, you know, like when the space is a little too tight and the things start to puff up in the beginning, that was bothersome to me. But what's nice is that I can store some of my threads, and I am using the stretcher bars for this one. I'm trying out the stretcher bar method. We'll see how it goes, but I can store this on stretcher bars, and stretcher bars are pretty much the same depth. It's just the dimensions of the length and the width that change. And then fit this last piece, which is kind of messy right now. Also Simple Tidy, but sold separately from the bins. But it fits right in there. And there's enough depth. You can see that the current canvas I'm working on is right here. So, I mean, I'm sure they thought it out and made it specifically for my needlepoint needs. I 100% believe that. But, like, how, that's, like, super perfect. So, I was so excited about that. And while I was talking with you, I, like, put a thread somewhere, and now I don't know where it went. It's fine, I'll find it. It almost fell all over the floor. And then you just snap it on, and off you go. And there is a little handle on top. So, super excited about that. Oh, that's where I can give you guys a little sneak peek before I really do put it away. But if you do know where to find a walnut bead, a wood walnut shaded colored bead that is like a pony bead in terms of the interior dimensions. I've decided that I'm going to back this little guy with this fabric, and I'm going to make the cording from these two. You also get to use power tools to make cording if you want, and that was super fun. So I'm sure my husband's eyes are rolling so far back in his head with the thought of me needing to borrow his drill to make cording. Maybe I can just have him make my cording. Okay. So that is all the crafty stuff that's been happening, but I'm actually... the box does look awesome for car trips and retreats. Yes, 100%. Even just, as we know, I go to the rink all the time. Like, I'm super excited to have my project, my threads that I've pulled for that project, and, you know, little snips, all that sort of stuff. So I can just, like, throw it in the car the night before because we leave way too early for me to remember it in the morning, and off we go. So those are my two crafty projects. It's been a little slower in the crafty world than I'd like to admit to. I don't feel like I was super crafty last year, and I don't feel like I was overall crafty this whole year. I feel like there's just a lot going on this year. It was a heavy year. But I need to rectify that because I've said this several times now in different vlogs. I'm just itching to get back. Like, the socks are great because I can do them anywhere, even in my meeting today. Like, I was, for like part of it, I listen when my hands are doing something. Like, the two are connected for me. So I was just sitting there, like, looking at the presentation and knitting at the same time and trying to remember all the figures they were sending to us. So, it was good. But I also want to share. Okay, we're going to try this. Let's hope it works. Okay, do you guys see? I hope you see, because yes. So this is my Pinterest board right here. And you can see that I am super, super into paper ornaments. I must need this retro paper ornaments. And if you were watching my Vlogtober, I think I even bought the paper during Vlogtober one day. But you can see this is my vibe. This starburst tree skirt, like I think everything I've pinned here is me in a nutshell. I'm lacking my words at the moment. But I was looking at this again today, like even this little, I think it goes dark when I go over it. This little wreath with the retro light bulbs. There's so many fun things in here. There's so many fun things. How to dye your own trees over here. Let's scroll down and pop off. Clearly, some of my things are aspirational hostessing related things that are not going to actually happen. Let's be real. Still to this day, this is my. One day I will have a display like that. And I do have those two trees over in the corner of my office to paint. I did not realize we were going to go back to the top when I did that. I will click on nothing else. So you can see that the gamut ranges here, and I have a wide range of crafts and inspiration. Oh geez, and like as I'm scrolling through this, I'm realizing that I even have bins of supplies downstairs to do things like the pom-pom gnome ornaments. This I'm gonna revisit next year when I have a little letterboard quote. A letterboard at my desk in the office that I can just change up so that I can make other people smile and joyous. I never got to these wooded beaded ornaments last year. Okay, this is beginning to be depressing. All the crafts I've never gotten to. But this might be something I need to look into. I do, and I should. Oh, thank you, Retirement Shenanigans. You can see it. You guys are being awesome for being live with me because it's overwhelming. So thank you. I do have this tree skirt where I have sewn together all of the jelly roll strips at this point. I think I did that randomly one day in November where I made sure that I had the number of panels with the number of strips sewn together in this very not traditional. I love this fabric collection. I love it so much. It is not Christmassy, but it's also totally my Christmas vibe. Uh, I remember when I picked it out. It's a Riley Blake jelly roll. I'm seeing if the name is on this at all. I don't know, but like, look at the little birds. Can we see those? Oh my gosh. not at all Christmassy, totally like my Christmas vibe. And when I picked up the jelly roll, when I was walking around the store with the pattern, and I was like looking at the Christmassy jelly rolls, and they were just true traditional. Myra, it's Riley Blake. It looks very art gallery, which is probably why I love it so much. And I picked this up, and they just kind of looked at me and were like, for the tree skirt? And I was like, 100% yes. So I currently use faux fur blankets, courtesy of Home Goods, underneath both of my trees that I have up as tree skirts. So I just swaddle my little faux tree stand with a fur blanket. That said, I have a puppy this year, and the puppy thinks it's the funniest thing ever to pull out and wrestle with that faux fur blanket. She's like, this is the best toy you could have ever given me. Okay, it's 100% adorable, but also 100% annoying. So I think I need a true tree skirt under at least one of the trees, because it's like, like when toddlers or babies throw things off the high chair, and it's like super frustrating after like take 3 of that game where you have to pick it up. I feel like it's the same, it's the puppy version of that. Like, she pulls it out, I put it back. She pulls it out, I pull it back. Like, it's gotta stop. So I think I'm gonna make this one, but I also recall having a big 2 bins of the 4 of my preferred Christmas fabrics here that I think might look really cute in that tree skirt. That starburst one that I just showed you. So I think I might be doing that amidst all the other unfinished projects out here. It's okay, it's okay. Everything's fine. So that's pretty much it. It's been a very crazy, unfestive few days. I am looking forward to, well, I don't even know how to word this. Tomorrow will be more of a typical at-home day for me, where I will be out here. I have appointments and meetings, but like your standard mom things to do. So it will be more here, and it won't have, nobody else will be in my space, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I won't have 3 heating guys down in my basement, up and down the stairs, in and out of the house, stressing out the dogs. Um, it'll just be a little bit more contained, and I like when things are contained, so that will be good. And then Thursday, I am going to a holiday lunch for my new job. It feels very early to be doing that, but I'll take lunch. And I also think it'll be a really great way to start. Like, there's so many faces in this office, and it's just a good way to start putting names to faces, and like learning more about people on a like more casual level versus like just knowing who did what and within the company last month. So excited for that. And then we go into another crazy busy festive weekend. But I'm going to be better about actually vlogging that, because I'm not going to be doing the things. I'm just going to be seeing the things, which is a huge difference. So on that note, I think that's it for tonight. I just wanted to drop in, attempt going live. So I'm glad that it actually worked. And now I can start to work out some of these kinks, because I'd love to check in more regularly this way. And I keep getting distracted by the fact that I've got a big blank wall behind me. So I'm also going to work on that. But for now, I'm going to get back to knitting some socks. And maybe if no, it's too late. I'm on the East Coast. So East Coast time, it's like 8:30 at night. Never cut fabric when you're tired. That's my tip for the day. Okay, thank you so much for joining me if you joined me live, so much for watching if you watched afterwards. I will back up and get some of the video footage edited and posted. I am sorry about that. Um, this is a rougher holiday season than I was expecting. You guys have a great night. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. For real.